Once again, at nearly identical speed and line, there is a measurable difference in lean. Body position on the bike can positively or negatively affect your riding. He could have gotten over sooner for this corner. Getting over before turning, he's smooth as silk entering the turn. Both errors here, moving over while turning, and he's off too far. The problem is compounded when you lose connection with the bike. He's remedied that. Now back up a bit. There he goes. His arms can now be loose and relaxed. When the whole body position and turn entry package is done right, it affords a rider the maximum of control with the absolute minimum of effort. Here's another view of a clean, loose run through a turn. The human machine works this way. When the lower body is unstable, we must rely on our arms and torso for support. Once the lower body is stable, we are at liberty to relax the torso and get great body position. Notice how much lower he can go without tension. Let's look at the difference between his moves on the bike when disconnected and compare that to locked onto the bike firmly. Much more relaxed and in control. The crossed up riding style looks even worse from on board. Everything about the rider is twisted and unnatural. Head, shoulders, even eye position is strained. One last look at the difference between riding crossed up and stiff on the bike and riding in alignment, well connected and loose.
It's easy to see how we can create instability with the bike. What design features do sport and sport touring bikes have to help prevent that? Why do sport bikes even look the way they do?
High-backed seats anchor the rider more firmly, reducing the need to hang on by grabbing the bars too tightly. Large tanks help provide a better perch on the bike. Some riders use it for elbow or forearm rest during cornering. They can also provide a resting place for the upper torso. Knee cutouts on the tank's side provide a more stable way to hold on, allowing the rider to use the bars less. Rear set foot pegs are really important. They give the rider a more stable perch for moving around on and steering the bike. If this bike had cruiser pegs like this, it would be unrideable.
In fast turns, trying to anchor yourself firmly on the bike requires something to hold on to. Unfortunately, the inside bar is the handiest thing, resulting in the rider pulling on it. This makes the bike go to the outside of the turn because you are counter-steering. Gripping the bike with one or both legs eliminates this problem. Resting an elbow on the tank can help. The hanging off style can have another unfavourable side effect. By pulling yourself from one side of the bike to the other using the bars, you will make the bike wiggle. Anchoring yourself firmly on the bike and using your legs to move reduces unwanted handlebar input and avoids the problem. Is a motorcycle truly out of control when it's sliding? How do you save it when the front or rear tyre gives up traction? Why don't the fast guys always crash when their bikes slide? While wiggles and shakes are distracting, there is a far more dramatic and deadly result from survival reaction number 2. That's being too tight on the bike. This is the stable position for a front wheel during a slide. What would happen if the rider resisted this movement? When you counter the front end's natural attempt to stabilise the bike, you create resistance at the front contact patch, making the slide worse, and turning into high sides like this.
My rear tire must have gone off. Sliding in turn 3.
Problems?
I didn't know you were out here. Yeah, sliding in turn 3.
How's your throttle control through turn 3?
Really good. I've already worked that out.
You have any arm pump?
Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I do.
Well, being tight on the bike can start little slides before you get anywhere near the limits of traction.
Really? It's not the tire? Well, can you ride it just to see?
Sure. Always wanted to ride one of these.
So how was it?
Oh, the bike's great. Thanks for the ride. Oh yeah, your tire's fine.
I guess I'm making it slide then, huh? SR number 2 strikes again. I'm just too tight on the bars.
Try it again. I'll follow you.
Really? Thanks.
While he may not be really fast yet, our new rider is making real progress.
The 3 most common reasons for front end slides are 1, over-braking going into turns. 2, from overloading the front tire. This is called pushing the front end. The standard solution to a pushing front end is getting back on the gas.